and I think I have a couple examples of what I'm talking about. Again, the dealer has calls, and he's you need to engage whoever that might be it the used car guy, the new car guy, and sometimes it is finance. It depends on dealership to dealership, but most of the time that deal is being worked out on the floor. And so 21s, you look at a 21, there's no rate on it, there's no extra products on it. Again, it's telling you it was probably worked out on the sales floor. And so who are you going to call there? You're going to call somebody and engage them in that deal and see if we can capture it. It might need a little bit, you know. It might be, go ahead.
No, I'm listening to what you're saying, but I think my problem is for me, because I'm not car savvy as far as the dealerships are concerned, I'm trying to figure out how my dealership makeup is made up. You keep saying used car, new car, and I guess the sales tower, I guess. And I'm just trying to, I have a lot of dealerships that are probably made up like that, but me trying to figure out and decipher how they are, because, you know, when you call them, they don't say that, oh, we're on this system or that system or
That's
however.
correct.
So
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out when you talk to someone, and because some of the dealerships say, oh, we have no sales manager. So, well,
right, they do.
you know, so I'm trying to figure
That's
out
so true.
how do you, when you do your calling and trying to decipher who's actually doing the clicking versus who is actually penning the deal, for me, I think that's where I lose the deal. It's because I'm not talking to the right person, and I'm not figuring out that this dealership is set up like this, and I'm not talking to the right people.
So you can have a general conversation, because it's tougher to do by telephone than it is for me to walk in. You know, I can walk in the dealership and go belly to belly with whoever it might be. But you could do it by telephone, and you could call and ask for the used car manager, and you could talk to him in general, or the sales manager, and talk to him in general. Even though you got a deal in front of you, it may take you an extra 10, 15 minutes, and talk to that manager and tell him who you are, what you're trying to do with his business, and you know, that CPS wants to track from Jones, Chrysler, whatever it might be, especially 200s. But you know, if you engage him in a conversation, you'd be surprised how informative they can be once you get to the right person. The operator is not going to give you a lot of that because she's swamped. You know, she's going to just try. She wants to send that phone call someplace and go grab the next one. But if you engage him in conversation, and you know, it's gonna help you on that particular deal, because as you talk to him and then you can bring that deal up, it's also going to help you to befriend him for later deals. You need to have a relationship with that person. This is my approach, and you know, one of the things that Jonathan and Johnny asked me to do was give away secrets, and there really are no secrets. It's just using the system.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Since you walk into dealerships, are there different setups to different dealerships? Because that's something I wouldn't know. And since there is like a sales desk or a tower, because sometimes it is a franchise dealership, but they run it mom and pop style, where it's just one dude.
Sometimes the owner's up there working deals.
Yeah, and so I'm like... And
he's not necessarily that knowledgeable of what he's doing, but he's up there being the owner, and he's saying, let's send it over to the CPS and see what they say.
Right.
You know, it's a Bravo. What's a Bravo?
Bravo.
Get that. You know, those dealerships that used car, if you want to get away from upper management, you always try to work in the used car department. It's way at the other end of the dealership, and you know, you can